제 210회 한국 음식이 다 입에 맞아?
안녕하세요. Welcome to Arirang TV's Let's Speak Korean. I'm your host, Lisa Kelly, and we're talking here about food, and we'll get to that in just a moment. But first, next to meet the king of all foods here. Hi, Steven.
The king of all foods.
He knows where to go for anything here in Korea.
Yes, I'm doing a little bit of a... I'm becoming an expert on where to go to get the best food in Korea. 안녕하세요. I'm Steven Revere, and I personally have trouble eating 홍어회 and 번데기.
번데기?
번데기, yes. You like 번데기?
번데기야, 맛있는데.
Okay, that is the silkworms, and I have trouble eating those. I can eat a couple,
No.
but I don't really like them.
If you say it in English and say silkworms, now I can't eat it. Or it's just like 닭발, chicken feet. Okay, now I can't eat it.
Oh, really? Normally you can eat 닭발 too.
Sure, I love this stuff.
Amazing. How about our students over here? Can you
Yeah.
eat just about anything?
Yeah, I can't eat kimchi-jjigae. Because
김치찌개.
너무 매워요.
Oh, our Marina here says she can't eat kimchi jjigae. One of our favorites, though.
Wow.
Because
Yeah,
it's
I
too
know, but-
spicy.
Yeah,
What
it's
is that
spicy.
Arthur?
In my case, I can't eat tteokbokki.
떡볶이. 왜요?
너무 매워서.
너무 매워서.
Beginners to Korea, that's all. You'll be able to eat it
I
soon.
can eat
No, you'll
Yeah.
love this stuff. After you get drunk in the middle of the night, it's the best. No. Anyways, the reason why we're talking about this, you'll find out soon enough. Open up your ears real wide. Take a listen to our lesson for today.
Wrap it up
with Lisa
and Steven.
한국 음식이 다 입에 맞아? 아니, 못 먹는 음식 딱 하나 있어. 청국장. 왜? 건강에 좋은 음식인데. 난 냄새 때문에 도저히 못 먹겠더라.
Jungho is asking Steven, hey, what do you think about Korean food? Does it all, is it all good for you? Do you like Korean food? He's saying, 한국 음식이 다 입에 맞아?
And
입에
this
맞아?
verb originally is to fit, okay? 옷이 맞아.
Does the food fit your lips?
Does the clothing fit, okay? 옷이 맞아. Does the clothing fit? However, with this expression, 한국 음식이 입에, okay? Does the glove fit? 손에 맞아, fit onto your hand. In this case, into your mouth. Not size, we're talking about taste, okay? Does it fit your tastes?
네. And let's practice the pronunciation for this. It's not as written, but it's ib. Okay, it's not ib, right? It's 입맛에. Okay, 입에 맞아. 입에 맞아. 입에 맞아.
입에 맞아.
입에 맞아.
And we said earlier in the show there are certain foods that we don't. So, and Steven answers, 아니, 못 먹는 음식이 딱 하나 있어. There's exactly one food that he cannot eat, and he says, 청국장. All right, we'll get to 청국장 in just a moment.
딱 하나. Yes, you'll hear 딱 in many different situations. 딱, and usually they don't just say 딱, it's 딱.
Right.
딱 걸렸어. You're caught red-handed is 딱 걸렸어. In this case, 딱 하나. Only one is really what it's saying. Just one. 딱 하나. And then 청국장. 청국장 is what happens to 된장 about a month or 2 months later, okay? It's a 된장, it's a little bit harsher, a stronger taste than a
Well,
된장.
된장 is fermented bean paste, right? And so, just as a joke, you could say, oh, it's the spoiled bean paste or the spoiled 된장. So, 청국장 has a strong smell. So many Koreans as well, or ladies, cannot eat this. And he was saying 홍어회 is a type of fish that has a very strong scent he cannot eat, okay?
It's really hard, too.
Yeah, it's
That's
chewy.
the problem. It's like
Chewy.
you're eating on the bones. Anyway, that's another story. Go ahead.
Jungho responds, 왜? Why not? Okay? 건강에 좋은 음식인데 it's good for your health. And hey, you know what? Everything is good for your health in Korea. Everything that you don't want to try or everything that you can't eat, every Korean says, oh, it's good for you. This is good for your stamina, and this is good for your eyes, and this is good for this. Funny, funny, funny. Let's try repeating that. 건강에 좋은 음식인데?
건강에 좋은 음식인데.
건강에 좋은 음식인데.
And then he responds by saying, 난 because me, 냄새 때문에. You could just say it to hear. Because of the smell, 냄새 때문에. But he continues on saying, this is the reason why. 도저히 못 먹겠어. I cannot possibly fathom having it, right?
Yes. 냄새 is a noun. 때문에 is because. We've had this many times. Noun plus 때문에, because of this thing. And 도저히, here's a new word for you probably, means completely
Absolutely.
impossible. It always goes, now the hard part here, this always has to be put with a negative, okay? 도저히 못 먹는다. I totally cannot eat it. 도저히 몰라. I don't know a thing about it. 도저히
이해 못하겠어.
이해 못한다.
Cannot understand.
Yeah. Anything, whatever the back is, it has to be hooked up to a negative.
알겠습니다. So let's try repeating this as well. 냄새 때문에 도저히 못 먹겠더라.
냄새 때문에 도저히 못 먹겠더라.
냄새 때문에 도저히 못 먹겠더라.
All right, let's continue on to our Korean Insight, and we'll practice this a little more in our closing. Korean Insight.
Okay, and today's tip is when you learn a new word, we give you lots of different sentence endings and lots of different conjugations. Take that one word, when it's a verb, take that verb and practice it with all the different sentence endings, and then think of the different situations you would use that sentence ending in. So, let's say you want to make it into an adjective. You learned 예쁘다 means to be pretty. You want to say pretty girl. How do you say it? 예쁜 여자, right? A pretty woman. Then let's say, oh, you see pretty girl. Oh, she's pretty. I'm surprised. Oh, 예쁘더라? Or what? 예쁘구나. Or, oh, 예쁘네. Something along those lines. Right? And then you start thinking of the situations, you visualize these situations, it makes it easier, it sticks in your brain a little more, some other ones. You could also do, what about, oh, I heard she's pretty. Oh, 예쁘다면서?
그렇구나. Thank you very much. And 오늘 배운 거 너무 많아서 there's so many things we learned today. 헷갈리기 때문에 도저히 이해 못하겠어요. Could you review it for us one last time?
I can repeat it for you, no problem. We've got 입에 맞아? Do you like it is what they're asking. Does it fit your mouth is literal translation. 입에 맞아? And then 딱 하나. Just one. Only one. 딱 하나 있어. And then we have 건강에 좋은 음식. Food that is good for your health and I can't eat it at all. 도저히 못 먹겠다. 도저히 못 먹겠더라.
Okay, thank you, Stephen. And let's go and take a look at our flash animation. Listen for these key phrases and try to repeat after the Korean.
한국 음식이 다 입에 맞아? 아니, 못 먹는 음식 딱 하나 있어. 청국장. 왜? 건강에 좋은 음식인데. 난 냄새 때문에 도저히 못 먹겠더라.
Okay, one, because the sentence was long. Two, because the pronunciation was difficult. I want to review our last sentence in our lesson, which was 난 냄새 때문에 도저히 못 먹겠더라. First, let's try to get the pronunciation correct in the last part, okay? It's 못 먹겠더라. 못 먹겠더라.
못 먹겠더라.
No, you want to say
못
right.
먹겠더라.
Right. 못 먹겠더라.
못 먹겠더라.
못 먹겠더라.
Very good. Keep practicing. Practice makes perfect. We're almost there, all right? Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you back here for another lesson here on Let's Speak Korean.
Bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen.